Hello, Ryari Fushimitsu here, and welcome to Let's Play Ape Escape 2 Part 4. So, of course, we're not going to do gadget training. Why the hell would we do gadget training? We don't need any gadget training, it's the thing. So now here we are, we're going to the Ninja Temple, I'm pretty sure. We're being warped to what's most likely Japan or someplace like that because, well, where else would ninjas exist? You don't think they have ninjas in America, right? Or ninjas in, I don't know, Europe. They don't have them there, right? Of course, this is obviously in Japan, where they have those flying eggplant bee things flying around. Yeah, I've got to be careful for those if I ever go to Japan. I plan on going to Japan at some point in the future. I do actually will plan on learning Japanese eventually, too. I'd love to learn how to speak Japanese eventually. That way I could watch anime and not have to worry about translation errors, or have to read subtitles or bother with any of that crap. So you see, the level just began. We're not even like 30 seconds into the level and already caught quite a few of the monkeys. I'm really on a roll with all of this. This is going after them. They're like dropping like flies pretty much. Some of them do have fierce weapons kind of thing. It's supposed to be like the... Imagine this is like at the Emperor's Palace or something like that from the looks of it, like a heavily guarded place in Japan. I don't know if the Emperor of Japan does these days, or I don't know much about the... And Harry Carey, what kind of name is Harry Carey? Is that supposed to be some sort of like pun on something? I don't know. This game is filled with pop culture references and puns and things that I don't even get what a lot of them are, but there's a lot of references to things in this game that I don't even know what they are. Well, a lot of them actually did kind of get. I'll point them out as they go around, but there's even in some versions of the game, the US version of this game, there's even a disclaimer at the end of the credits that says that this game was not promoted or endorsed at all by any celebrities or famous people, or they never gave any endorsement to this game at all. Which, you know, it's like they're using their personalities or characters as like for the purpose of parody, so they could very well argue. Which parody is perfectly legal under United States copyright law, but some people often use it as an excuse for things. Like the guy in that book I'm writing about, that man-child guy, he uses that as an excuse for him to plagiarize other people's work. There is a fine line difference between plagiarism and parody, and some people don't even understand what parody is or what parody means. Some people think it means the same thing as comedy, which it technically doesn't. And now you see here we're in this ninja temple. Now we're the blue monkeys. Those dark blue monkeys are supposed to be like really fast. Like I remember they were around in the first game, and I remember having trouble capturing a lot of them, especially before you get this Super Hoop or Dash Hoop is what it's called in this game. And we get the RC car a lot earlier in this game too. This game seems to give you everything a lot earlier than the previous game did, actually. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And the monkeys are a bit more advanced in this game, which the white monkeys are not just variants of the yellow monkeys as before. Now the white pants monkeys, they actually wear those weird looking glasses and make their eye pupils swirl around. And they also seem to be able to drop bombs on us. They like to, drop bombs. But it's perfectly normal. It's perfectly okay to put bombs in a kid-friendly game as a form of censorship. Guns are a bit too violent for a lot of kids' games, or kid-friendly games. So instead they give them bombs, because that's more, that's a lot less violent than guns, right? So you have some traditional Japanese machinery at work here. You hit a switch and then the wooden gears turn around. And now we got some more. And so we also reveals another monkey as we capture. We hit the switches at a lot of this level. A lot of this level is just hitting switches or hitting switches and activate things. And they reveal hidden monkeys or hidden stuff that you can collect. That's what a lot of this game is. This game actually does have a lot of the same first game. This first game did a lot of that same stuff too. Well, I guess they probably figured out we did it in the first game and it turned out really well, so why not do it here? Why not we continue here? And holy crap, I just barely blinked and now all the monkeys have been captured. Almost all the monkeys in this level have been captured. What happened to the monkeys in this level? Am I even trying? Am I even aware that I'm trying to capture them? Maybe they don't even know what I'm trying to capture. Maybe they don't realize the dangers of being captured. That's the only logical explanation for this. For why it's so easy to capture monkeys like this. See, this game also kind of trolls you a bit with coins. It puts a certain amount of coins so you capture them. Eventually you would upgrade to a silver coin, but by the time you actually get to silver coin, there's no more coins left for you to capture, so you're actually going to get that silver coin then. Then again, as I said before, this game constantly throws coins, so you're gonna max out your coins easy in this game, so yeah. Look at that, the Ninja Temple's already been cleared. Look at that, I barely blinked and the Ninja Temple was cleared. This game is really fast-paced. Even the PAL version is really fast-paced too, and PAL's supposed to in theory be slower than the NTSC versions of the game, mostly due to the difference of frame rates, which would make it incompatible with certain TVs. And oh look, we're gonna fight another boss. Yellow monkey.
All right. here. I'm Yellow, the sparkling gem of the Freaky Monkey 5. Welcome to my ring. Would you care to join me in a match? But please do be gentle with me.
What's wrong with this monkey?
You can't just simply attack my body. What delightful fun. I wonder which one of us will fall out of the ring first. Now get ready, sweetie, and go!
Well, so now you're there fight with Yellow Monkey, the second boss of this game. He's not that hard of a boss. He's pretty fat overall, and he falls over a lot. Fat people apparently are really good at falling over or falling down. So then, there was a meme at one point of that where fat people falling. Well, this game is definitely reflecting on the fact that fat people seem to fall a lot. And this Yellow Monkey, he's obviously messed in the head. I don't know how he's messed in the head or something like that, but he clearly does have a few screws loose. And it's also a little bit obvious, too, that he has a crush on Hikari, the main character we're playing as, so, yeah, he obviously has a crush on him, so they want to, make this, I don't even know what to say about that, but Yellow Monkey, he is pretty, messed in the head. He very well could have taken over Spectre as being the final boss of this game, because, the nutcases and the ones that seem like they're messed in the head, those tend to be the smartest ones sometimes, and they could actually very well become the main villains of something. They should have made Yellow Monkey the main villain of this game sometimes, rather than just, have Spectre be the main villain again. That could have been an interesting plot twist. That could have, actually added some more depth to the game than what we were expecting. But they didn't. It's kind of a lost opportunity. A lot of people say this game in general is just a big lost opportunity. Considering the fact they could have done so much more, considering what the original Ape Escape had and what this one has compared to the original Ape Escape. The fact that this game is a lot of it's just the same as the original Ape Escape. A lot of the same kind of stuff the original Ape Escape was. But it just isn't executed as well in this game as it was in the first game. And people are expecting better execution since this is PS2. The PS2's been out for a few years now at this point. It established itself, made a name for itself as being a high-powered, graphically capable system of doing a lot more than the PS1 could do, so very well could have done a lot more of this, I think.
That really hurt! Don't get too full of yourself just because you won! I was on a diet, so I wasn't eating my Righteous bananas. I couldn't fight well because my stomach was empty. So next time, you better watch out! I'll get you, boy! Come back! He got away!
Clearly Yellow Monkey's diet plan wasn't working very well. If he's on a diet and he's still fatter than his average sumo wrestler or something like that. He's pretty fat and he's on a diet, so yeah, I wonder what he'd be like if he wasn't on a diet. He'd probably be even fatter. I bet he wouldn't even be able to fight me. He'd just be rolling over himself or tripping on his own flesh. He'd be tripping over his own fat pretty much. Then you would need serious weight loss surgery or something like that. And he escaped, so obviously they're setting something up that we're going to be seeing Yellow Monkey again sometime later in this game. We know we're not done with him. He could return and, I don't know, do something pretty drastic. So now we're going to the obligatory ice level, which is pretty much in every single Ape Escape game since the very first Ape Escape game. There's always at least a few ice levels in every Ape Escape game. And somehow they still make us wear shorts and a t-shirt, shorts and a short sleeve t-shirt, knowing that we're out in the snow, and somehow we don't freeze to death. I wonder where in the world this is. Maybe it's one of those places where it's like wintertime to summertime. Yeah, I saw a place like that once in real life, where it's summertime, but yeah, they have like a ski resort there that's cold, and so it's open 365 days a year, which would imply that it's closed on February 29th. Because who wants to go skiing on February 29th? Who wants to do anything on February 29th? Since when did anyone ever do anything on February 29th? February 30th is a day where everything happens. That's the day where that Teletubbies Avenger movie gets released. That's supposed to be released on February 30th. That's the day Bubsy Begins is supposed to be released. It came out on February 30th. All the best stuff comes out on February 30th. That's also the best. That's also my luckiest day of the year. Whenever I pick fights with people, I always say I'm gonna fight them on February 30th because whatever day would you want to fight them on? on March 1st isn't going to do you any good. March 1st is when your luck is going to turn to crap, as you're going to lose against pretty much any battle you ever come across with your adversary. But if you do on February 29th, things will be a lot richer, or at least that's how it seems. You'll have much, or February 30th, things will be a lot richer to have a lot more of a, you have a better chance of winning. At least that's what the horoscope stuff in Ape Escape 3 would tell me. And there is horoscope stuff in this game too, where it kind of says like, oh, your fortune is good today. Just make sure you don't leave the house today. Or your fortune is good today. Just make sure you don't ask your crush out on a date or something like that. Or make sure you don't fart in front of your crush by accident or something like that. It's gonna tell you stuff like that too. Well, this game, yeah, you gotta just say stuff like that. And there's another enemy that's been stolen. That was in the first Ape Escape. It was stolen from Jumping Flash 2, I think. I'm pretty sure that enemy was also in Jumping Flash 2, where you destroy it once and it multiplies into more, eventually becomes several smaller little enemies, which are actually quite, could actually take out most of your health. I'm surprised I haven't really been killed yet in this game. This game actually is a lot more challenging than the original Ape Escape in a lot of ways. Simply because it's not constantly giving you new lives like the original Ape Escape did. So you're going to run out of lives faster, so yeah, it's one of the biggest challenge factors. Come to think of it now, I think the reason why a lot of people don't like this game as much, because they were just spoiled by how Ape Escape 1 did everything. Like, oh, Ape Escape 1 gave us a lot of lives. Ape Escape 1 did stuff that made the game slightly easier. So that's obviously going to be the better one, and it's more nostalgic too, so that's why a lot of people like Ape Escape 1 more. But really, this game actually, in a lot of ways, this game actually is just as good as Ape Escape 1 in a lot of ways. They're almost as good. I'm not going to say it's better or anything, but yeah, I can definitely see why people say it. But yeah, this game actually does, it's like its own unique thing sometimes. It's like a unique take on what Ape Escape is. And an Ape Escape, and they probably want this to like overshadow the original Ape Escape so much that the 2 in the Ape Escape 2 logo in the European version, which is what this version is, looks very discreet. It looks very like the 2 looks very hidden off to the end. If you're just looking at the title and you're not really paying careful attention to details, you wouldn't even know that is a 2. You might just think, oh look, it's Ape Escape and it's on the PS2. It's the original Ape Escape for the PS2 or something like that. But no, it's actually, if you look closer, it's Ape Escape 2. And they kind of did that with the show. There was a TV show based on Ape Escape that lasted for like, I don't know how long it lasted for. It was a very short-lived animated show. And on the title screen, or the front screen of the game, like what do you call it? What do you call it? The screen that's like the title Ape Escape, this animated series. It says based on the PS2 game Ape Escape, which most people know that Ape Escape's a PS1 game, not a PS2 game. So and because it's a PS2 game, that would imply that it's actually based off Ape Escape 2 or 3, which people don't seem to like those ones as much. Then again, a lot of people don't seem to like Twisted Metals 3 and 4 either, and I really like Twisted Metals 3 and 4. I actually think those are better than Twisted Metals 1 and 2 at a lot of things, actually. But of course, I often find things in games, or find some sort of hidden charm and things in games that other people don't really know. Jimmy. Myth caught a monkey named Jimmy. That's a pretty good name for a character. I like that name, Jimmy. Maybe when they make the next Ape Escape game or something like that, they should name the protagonist Jimmy. That would make an awesome name for an Ape Escape protagonist, I think. Jimmy. Mr. Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy actually is a pretty cool name for that. I should make a character called Jimmy, I think. I don't think I have made any characters called Jimmy yet. I really should, I think. I actually would make a really good name. And there's the Big Bopper. I wonder if this is what happened to the Big Bopper after he crashed in a plane in 1959. Now we're getting into more of the pop culture references. Remember I said this game had a lot of pop culture references in it? Well, we just caught a few of them right there off the spot, so yeah. We caught a lot of pop culture. There's gonna be a lot more. This game's full of it. So, this is Ryari Fushimitsu, signing out.